From the Penny Gymnasium in Farmingdale, Maine, Munzing Media presents Halldale High School basketball. Tonight, a quintessential Friday night matchup here in Central Maine. The two rivals, the Halldale Bulldogs and the Winthrop Ramblers. Two games tonight. We'll start with the JV. My name is Rob Kennedy, along with Mark Tinkham. And yeah, Friday nights in Central Maine. Can't think of a better matchup than this.
Hey, you said it best. I mean, when you're looking at Central Maine basketball, Winthrop Ramblers, Halldale Bulldogs, you were talking natural rivalry. Anytime you get these two teams together, it's exciting. It's a grudge match, and looking forward to a great game tonight.
On the varsity level, you're talking about the regional champs the last 3 years, and the Ramblers, state champs, the last couple of years. So we've definitely got a legacy of quality basketball here with these two teams. We'll start with the JV tonight. Winthrop will start this way, coached by John Bear. Andrew Fay, a 6-foot sophomore, will start tonight. Tyler Shumway, a sophomore, also in the starting lineup. Robbie Feeney and Matt Beck, late additions to the Ramblers JV roster. They're on the varsity roster. They'll play in the JV game as well tonight, as will Braden Stubbert, a sophomore, starting tonight. So Fay, Shumway, Feeney, Beck, and Stubbert starting for the Ramblers. For the Bulldogs, they'll start 4 freshmen and a sophomore. Zach Brown and Nick Brown, 2 freshmen starting tonight, with Nick Dyer, Grafe Clark, the lone sophomore, and Ben Nathan, number 33, in the starting lineup. So both Brown, Zach, and Nick, with Nick Dyer, Grafe Clark, and Ben Nathan, the starters for Dana Lawrence and the Halldale Bulldogs. Bulldogs just happy to play, I think, after having a couple games, I think 3 wiped out. The Mount Ararat game, they were not able to play. They had a Gardner game that was squelched, and of course last night scheduled to play Booth Bay, and unfortunately that didn't happen either. So just happy to be here. Sometimes it's a cliche, but I think really for the most part that's exactly the way that both teams feel tonight, but especially Halldale.
Well, when you're looking at just today, we had several more schools shut down, and we're dodging bullets, and being able Friday night watching some basketball. I hope everybody's at home watching this.
Grafe Clark double teamed, had to kick that back out. Nick Brown looking underneath. He had Clark and wrestled away though. Andrew Fay with the quick hands. Lambers bring it back. Stubbert. Tyler Shumway. Kick back out to Stubbert. Wanted to go baseline. Nick Brown was with him. Beck, the sophomore, back out. Barrows as the Ramblers are patient. That's put up over the top. Thought for a moment Matt Beck would take that shot, but he opted to be unselfish.
I thought he was going to take that too, and I think he got away with a quick stutter step there, which might have been a travel, but I think that was the thinking process of do or don't I take this.
Well, pressure from the Ramblers. Let's see if the Bulldogs can handle this. Brown lost the handle, stolen away by Winthrop. Stubbert almost put the ball on the ground a second time, but held off. Here's a 3 on the way by Beck. Didn't pass up that opportunity. It rimmed out. Rebound won't go either. Clark the rebound for Halldale. Nick Brown's the guy handling the basketball for Halldale. Both trips up the floor. He's got to find a friend here and does in Dyer. Buck 15 into this contest. Still waiting for our first hoop. Brown around a screen from Zach Brown. He'll take the shots. That won't go. It's volleyballed around and saved. Right back to the Ramblers. They look to run. Halldale gets back. Fay slows it down. Robbie Feeney doubles. And the first foul of the game will go against Nick Brown. Fay wasn't shooting. He'll inbound the basketball for the Ramblers. Better hurry and get rid of it. Just does get it in. Feeney. Beck has a lane. Takes advantage. Nick Brown for Halldale. Tightly defended. Brown trying to shake Beck. Had to get rid of the ball. Ben Nathan over the top across the lane. There's a 3 on the way. And it goes. Zach Brown got the bounce, and the Bulldogs take the lead. Stubbert walked with the basketball before that shot went up, so it's Halldale on the turnover. And a lot of subs coming in now both ways. Kyle Dion coming in for Winthrop. Rishi DeVero back in, or in now for the first time for Halldale. Evan Austin, number 20's checked in too. And there is Austin. Nick Brown. Brown forced back to the left side with the left hands. Wanted DeVero, was covered. Force it in tight among those Ramblers. Bad things usually happen, and it did theirs. Dion. The acrobatic pass underneath. Feeney back outside. Oh, Dion thought about that. Shumway outside. Garrison Melendi in 32. He just came in, a 5'11 freshman. The ball out of bounds. DeVero. Found Brown, who's trapped over there, but dribbled through it. Belrose. Was that touched on the way by? It wasn't, so it's Winthrop basketball. Stubbert. Melendi. Into the paint. Dion, the yell shoot from the bench. He obliges, won't go. Excellent position on the rebound. Put down by Robbie Feeney. His first 2 points. A timeout called here, almost halfway through this first quarter. Back and forth contest. The Ramblers in front 4-3 as we'll step aside for a break on Munzing Media.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
John Bear wants more intensity from his Ramblers, who have a 1-point lead just about halfway through this first quarter. We heard him talking to his team over on the bench. And they'll come out and put pressure on the Bulldogs right away once again.
I think with both teams not having played in a while, you got some jitters coming out.
DeVero got it into Dyer. Dyer fighting off Shumway. Step right into Kyle Dion, though, forced him back. Nick Brown. DeVero open for three. The high rainmaker, no. And 2 Ramblers on the rebound. Shumway brought it down. Dion. Work underneath. Feeney trying to back in Belrose. He stepped on the red paint. Quality defense by the sophomore. Austin. DeVero. Watch out on that sideline. The Bulldogs are walking into that trap. Kind of coaxed into the spider web. Slashing run won't go for Shumway. It's a pretty slicing move to the hole that deserved 2 points, but just didn't drop for him. Belrose, quick turnaround, no. Was it a little too deep? Feeney on the rebound, took it all the way. Stubbert has the lane. Nice finger roll.
That was a nice cut by him, taking control.
First 2 points of the contest for Braden Stubbert. It's almost stolen away. Shumway had it, but couldn't keep it in bounds. Subs coming in. Zach Brown back in for Halldale, so is Grafe Clark. Jacob Barrows now in for the Ramblers, and Matt Beck back in the contest. He started the game for Coach John Bear. Brown. He's in trouble in the corner. Pass was stolen away. Stubbert. More pressure being put on here by Winthrop. They picked up that intensity like Coach Bear wanted. Stubbert, step back at the elbow. That won't drop. Height advantage in the rebound. Dion doesn't fall for him either. Melendi was the last to touch it. Halldale basketball. Brown's playing pass. Zach to Nick, who has it now. Nick taking on 4 Ramblers. Oh, what a dish that was. And Clark finishes. No-look pass by Nick Brown. And Grafe Clark, the recipient. Easy lay-in. Sometimes those can be too easy and you miss those, but Clark, cool under pressure. Barrows. Dion. Brown got him from behind. That'd be the second on Nick Brown. It's 2 fouls in the contest, and Nick's got them both. Probably not the guy, if you're a Bulldogs fan, you want to see pick up those fouls, as he's handled the basketball the most coming down the floor for Halldale. Cal Dion with the basketball. And timeout called by Coach Bear. We'll keep it here this time. Caps' Pizza Player of the Game will be named at the end of this contest. Caps' Pizza was a big sponsor for us in the fall sports season for the soccer and field hockey teams, and with boys and girls basketball here in the wintertime. Also sponsoring the Player of the Game, and the player we judge to be, from the Halldale Bulldogs, the player we judge to be the most valuable player will win the Caps' Pizza Player of the Game, and that means a free 10-inch one-topping pizza redeemable at Caps' Pizza. So we'll do that for the JV and the varsity contest, and we thank them for their support of all our teams here in Munsing Media, the Halldale Bulldogs and the Gardner Tigers.
On Monday, we had the Halldale Bulldogs and the Gardner Tiger middle school teams squaring off and had to give out 4 Caps' pizzas there.
Did that as well back in the fall when we had these soccer teams play each other. Nice to have Gardner on our schedule. Marana Cook as well. They're scheduled to come in on Tuesday, but check the weather to see what happens there. There's a storm brewing. Question of where it goes and what time it gets there.
Well, the good news is they haven't been right this year, I don't think, in regards
Unfortunately,
to
sometimes they've been wrong, and it's overproduced. Last storm, though, the last couple of days were predicted 1 inch or 2 of snow, and we got, well, more than that. Dion got that in. May have been partially blocked. The rebound, though, goes. Melendi scores. Nick Brown for 3. It's short. Clark tried to keep that in, was going to bat that back to Brown. Dion with the quick hands, and he has it here. Heishi wants 3. Just got in the contest and came close to scoring his first 3 points. Barrows. That won't go. Zach Brown on the rebound. Nice passes. Brown got doubled. It won't fall for Nathan. Pass too hot for Heishi to handle. It's out of bounds in Halldale basketball. Evan Austin back in. Nick Dyer as well for Halldale. Tyler Shumway back in the contest now for the Ramblers. Press is giving the Bulldogs some fits. All stolen away. Shumway with a very nice pass, finished off by Burrows. 5-point lead is the Ramblers' largest. Stolen by Halldale, back this time. Evan Austin. Clark wants baseline and to put the brakes on. Brown. Nathan. Nice move. Can he finish? Oh, not quite. Got robbed by the back rim. Oh, that's a nice pass. A little too deep for Shumway, though. Barrows found him. Off the glass. That won't go for Nick Dyer. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Nathan stole that away and held the basketball as he was falling out of bounds. Little space now for Dyer. Got it.
That was a soft touch by Dyer on that one.
His first 2 points. Nobody in the contest has more than 2. The scoring's been evenly distributed. Heishi wants that 3 again. Close again, still won't drop. Fay. Nice keep. And the finish by Barrows. Bulldogs have to hurry, just 3 seconds left. And they won't get the ball in for the shots. 5-point lead at the end of one quarter. It matches the Ramblers' largest.
Here's that rebound on nice soft touch by Nick Dyer. Nothing but net on that one. Didn't even use the backboard.
So it's a 5-point gap. We'll return to the Penny Gymnasium right after this. You're watching Halldale Basketball on Munzing Media.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people that's been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
The greatest aspects of benefits we get here. You know, we get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me. Along with the pay, I know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
Set to start the second quarter, the Ramblers will lead and the basketball. They've extended to 5 on a couple of occasions. And that press especially giving the Bulldogs some fits. Tyler Shumway. Back out. Shumway's 3 won't go. Rebound yanked down by Evan Austin. Zach Brown. Had to get rid of it. Almost carried it and did. A lot of contact. That shot won't fall for Dyer. The Ramblers call for their first foul. Not many calls in this contest so far. Tyler Shumway picks up the first. You like that, though. You're not hearing too many whistles from these officials.
That was a quick first period. I mean, and
now you've done it.
I said that out loud.
Stubbert has a step. Laid it in and got the foul as well from Ahern. Stubbert heads to the line. Four points now for Stubbert. He looked to make it 5 and an 8-point lead. Foul was Ryan Ahern's, his first. The shot doesn't drop. Grave Clark on the rebound, contending with Robbie Feeney right away. Brown skies that over the top. Easy pop fly for Shumway. Stubbert. Nice screen set. Andrew Fay just stood there and set the roadblock. Stubbert now with 6. Zach Brown has Clark underneath, and he'll fill it. 4 points now for Grave Clark. Shumway fed inside. Fay lost the handle. But it might have touched the opposite number 3 in Zach Brown, but it didn't. Halldale basketball. Devereaux back in, as is Keegan Belrose. You've seen everyone for the Bulldogs as Brenton Lucas. It doesn't appear to be in uniform tonight. Devereaux thought he had a teammate there at the center court. It was Stubbert instead. Scoop shot won't go. Nick Brown. Brown quick. Devereaux. Doubled right by that baseline. Ramblers are very good at that. Big fight on the floor and traveling violation called. Insult to injury for Shumway, who landed hard in his elbow and with that hustle play lost the basketball on the turnover. Just tough luck on the Winthrop sophomore. Garrison Melendi back in now for the Ramblers, number 32. Melendi with a steal from Brown. Brown's going to be careful playing with two. Tremendous pass. The first shot missed by Stubbert, but there's Feeney to follow.
That was a great follow-up.
Feeney with 4. Zach Brown's got to get rid of it. He's under pressure from Fay. Fay lays it in with contact, and he'll head to the line. Fay's got his first 2 points. First time the lead double digits now for the Ramblers. I mentioned that defensive pressure Winthrop's putting on is really playing havoc for Halldale, trying to get the ball up floor. Foul shot won't go. Melendi on the rebound. Just outreached everybody underneath. Bulldogs have it stolen away. Brown out on Melendi. Stubbert. Wanted to go baseline. His route was cut off. Melendi the floater. Got his own rebound. Ramblers will set it up again. Beck. No. Rebounds. Won't go, but Fay fouled. He'll go to the line.
It's on Zach Brown. It's his second.
2 on Brown, 6 now on the Bulldogs. Andrew Fay just got his first 2 points at the line. Fay takes his time and hits. Leads a dozen. Evan Austin back in. Grave Clark, too. Tegan Belrose as well. Fay hit them both. He's at the last 4 for Winthrop.
He's got a nice soft touch on those foul shots. Oop. Got it.
That trap. Surprised Nick Brown, and you called it, Mark. Couldn't put the brakes on in time.
Tried, though. I heard the squeak.
It squeaked. Caden Rivers, number 5, in for the first time. He's a sophomore. With the basketball now for the Ramblers. Fay. Melendi. He'll feed it back outside. Rivers. Stolen away. Belrose has it. Up to Clark. Stubbert stepped in the way to make the steal. Rivers. Melendi sees a lane. Oh, won't go for him. Great shot. Good take, just wouldn't fall. Feeney couldn't drop it either. Clark again. The floater, yes. Grave Clark with 6 points. He's got over half the output for the Bulldogs. Rivers wanted that the first time up the floor. Had a seam. Nick Brown switches back to the left hand, wants to take it. Clark. Zach Brown for 3. Iron, no. Nick Brown on the rebound. Clark follows up. It's short. Looked good when it left his hand, just not quite enough oomph on it. As Jaden Peters will come in now for the Ramblers. A big 6'5" junior out there. He'll be a handful for Halldale underneath. Cal Dion also back in for Winthrop.
Had a game going on at Garden right now, and I bet Dick Layton is over there keeping track of everything. And
no doubt.
Just a huge amount of respect as I'm trying to do that here, and wow.
Just into the contest. Peters' shot won't go, but Melendi, strong putback, got fouled. It's difficult to do, especially Dick's getting rebounds and keeping track of turnovers sometimes. He does everything but 3-point shooting percentage.
I bet he'd do it if you asked him. He's a machine.
Lundy's first one goes. 3 points now for him. The person who's a real wizard that I've seen is the voice of the UMaine women's team, Don Shields, who calls games by himself, has about 5 different colored pens, and keeps track of pretty much everything.
That's my problem. I don't have colored pens.
The thing is now, in the college games, you can use the live stats as they will keep up with the game, and you can just have them on your laptop. But I think Don just continues to use his color-coded system he's been using since he was the voice of the Rockland Tigers. The open man is Clark. Yes. Clark with 8 now.
That was a nice assist by Brown, being able to see him right across the court there.
Grafe was open as 3 were down on Brown. Stubberts, challenging, hits.
He used that lane well, ran into that open spot for a beautiful jumper.
He's got 8. The Bulldogs turn it over. 3:04 remaining in the first half. Devereaux checking back in now for Halldale. Beck and Hayshe in the contest once again for Winthrop. Teddy Wagner also in the game now. He'll inbound the basketball for the Ramblers. Hayshe. Around the screen of Peters. Battle of 24 now as Devereaux picked him up. Wagner. Trying to force his way in. Dion now doubled. Forced the errant pass. Now it's out of bounds. Thought it was out once or twice before, but no doubt that third time. And Halldale takes advantage. $13 has been the biggest lead for Winthrop. It's currently a dozen. The Bulldogs will keep it. So Ryan Ahern will get a chance to come back in now. If they notice him over there. Here he comes. And Ben Nathan, the freshman's the man he will replace. Ahern got his own rebounds. Wagner pressured him. Brown toward Ahern. Little contact there from Peters, and they won't miss that.
Yeah, could see that one coming.
Peters the biggest player out there when he gets that body moving across, inertia-wise. Hard to stop and hard to miss.
Overall, great team defense by Winthrop now. They've given up only 2 fouls, but, man, they're getting the turnovers from it.
Pressure's worked really well, and again, when they do have to set up in the backcourt on defense, they have made it tough for Halldale to get open looks. Brown. Rishi Devereaux. Ahern in trouble. Got away somehow. And hits. Welcome to the contest, Ryan Ahern.
That was nice body control by Ahern.
The open player on the near side is Beck. That won't go. Peters on the rebound. The putback, yes. Under 2 to go. Brown saw an opening. Clark on the rebound off the miss. The floater, no. Hayshe the rebound for Winthrop. Wagner now with it for the Ramblers. Forced the ball up, and a teammate underneath. The reverse layup wouldn't go for Dion.
That would have been pretty had that gone in.
Sure would have. Not the way I think that Coach John Bear would have drawn that up, but it'd take the 2 points. Ahern takes it again. Not that time. The rebound finally down to Jaden Peters.
I think there's some cellophane over that basket down there. Travel?
The traveling violation called. That was Mitchell, the Winthrop player. Just didn't realize he had 2 Bulldogs right in front of him. Well, they're trying to get it back within 10. Quick hand stolen away, Teddy Wagner. And Brown gives up the foul. That's his third and the 2 points. Insult meet injury. One of those situations perhaps that Nick Brown will be better served just conceding. Wagner's got his first two. Evan Austin back in, and Nick Brown knew it. Jacob Barrows also back in for Winthrop. Wagner, the lefty. Lane violation. We'll give him one more. One of the Bulldogs jumped in early.
For those of you that are joining us, we've got some other great action coming up next week. On Monday, the middle school boys. Halldale taking on Coney.
And the Bulldogs again in the lane violation. We'll give a fourth shot here.
On Tuesday, you get the varsity boys from Winthrop taking on Gardner. That should be a good game. On Wednesday is the middle school girls taking on Richmond. And then on Thursday, you have a doubleheader, varsity boys versus Richmond and the varsity Gardner boys versus Morse. And then closing out on Friday, the varsity boys of Gardner versus the Halldale Bulldogs. That should be a fantastic matchup, and a bunch of Caps' Pizzas being...
We'll have a stack of coupons for that night. 4, in fact. 15-point lead is the Ramblers' largest. They can get more here. Won't on this trip off the floor. Dion wasn't expecting that pass that came through from Nate Hashy. It was a 5-point lead after one quarter. But the Ramblers have dominated here in the seconds. And they'll get the ball back again with 37.5 to go. It's been a 14-5 run here by the Ramblers. See if they play for last shot. 30 seconds to kill might be a lot. Doesn't look like that's what they want.
I think
well, maybe now, yep, let's see.
They're looking for the open shot. Here it comes.
Oh, Hashy faked it, took it, split the defense, and got fouled.
That'd be on Ahern.
Hashy with a quick first step to get through two Bulldogs and pick up that foul. Second on Ahern. 8 now on the Bulldogs. Not that that will matter too much. Just 18 seconds left, you wouldn't think.
I've seen stranger things.
Yeah. Hashy will get another one. One for two for Hashy. Maybe it will matter. The Ramblers have the ball back with 16.3 seconds to go. Dion looking around. Mitchell hits. Boy, they really spreading the wealth scoring-wise, these Ramblers. Halldale with 3 seconds, going to get the shot away. I'm not sure they realize it. And they don't. Time runs out on Halldale, and the second quarter comes to an end. It was all Ramblers in that second quarter, outscoring the Bulldogs by the tune of 21-6 in that second period. That's why the score is, as you see it, an 18-point lead now for Winthrop. The visitors here in Farmingdale tonight. We'll take a break here at the half. Mark Tinkham and I back to recap this and talk about it. Coming up in our halftime show, which is right after this, you're watching Halldale Basketball on Munzing Media.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunsingMediaSports.com.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Taking a look at the Halldale High School Gymnasium, the Penny Gymnasium here in Farmingdale, Maine. And so far, the Winthrop Ramblers, as they sometimes are when they come to Farmingdale, kind of rude guess. 18-point lead for the Ramblers, and they've led most of the way. The only lead the Bulldogs had was a 3-2 lead, and the only three-pointer of the game. Three-pointer by Zach Brown. Since then, all Ramblers, especially in the second quarter, what I've liked about Winthrop has really been two things. First, that pressure defense, and secondly, the fact these Ramblers, you can't just shut down one player on this JV team. They've got several that have been hitting their shots.
Oh, they are certainly, as you mentioned right before the break, they are spreading that wealth out. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Winthrop Ramblers in the scoring column. So, you can't focus on one or two because they are spreading it out so much. And as you pointed out, I think that time period between the first and second where they made an adjustment and they went a full court press that's wreaking some havoc with the Bulldogs right now, which has caused them 23 turnovers so far.
Wow. One thing I think you would appreciate as a coach is the Ramblers called timeout in that first quarter. John Breyer was not happy with the intensity. He said, I could hear him from across the court, and we were lackadaisical in warm-ups, and I knew that's how we'd start the game. Since that timeout, his Ramblers have been a different team.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's twofold. One, he had that speech. Two, prior to the game, the doors were open in here, and it was almost like an icebox, and you had to go get a hat. With my bald head, I was freezing. But right now, I'm feeling kind of toasty, and the temperature in here has certainly warmed up, and I think it's A, the temperature, and B, also the intensity shown by this Rambler team.
Anyone can start off cold in the cold gymnasium. The Ramblers definitely picked it up as that second quarter rolled on. Let's take a look at the individual numbers, and Mark, and the absence of Dick Layton tonight, who's over at Gardner, he's been keeping track. So what do you have for our points?
Well, certainly I'm not as good as Dick Layton, but when looking at the Winthrop Ramblers, we have Teddy Wagner with 3 points so far, Jacob Barrows with 4, Nate Hashey with 1, Garrison Melendi with 3, James Mitchell with 2, Jaden Peters with 2, Robbie Feeney with 4, Matt Beck with 2, Fahey with 4, and leading the scoring right now is Stubbert with 8 points. For the Halldale Bulldogs, you have Zach Brown with 3, Nick Dyer with 2, Ryan Ahern with 2, and Grafe Clark leading the scoring for the Bulldogs with 8 points right now. I think the other main difference is that, when you look there, you've got the Bulldogs with 8 team fouls. You have the Winthrop Ramblers with 2. And unfortunately, one of the players that's in foul trouble for the Bulldogs is Nick Brown. You get Nick Brown with 3, Zach Brown with 2, and Ryan Ahern with 2. So
Nick Brown's extremely a problem for the Bulldogs with 3 fouls. Dana Lawrence, the head coach, he was the guy who was handling the basketball up the floor for Halldale, and he had a hard enough time with the pressure. But when they've out of the contest, you wonder how the Bulldogs will react, and if they can react to the pressure that Winthrop's put on them after made baskets.
When looking at this team, I appreciate that Winthrop is taking the outside shots, but they haven't been hitting many of the outside shots. Most of their scoring has come inside the paint. So do you, as a coach, do you load up the paint, force them to start hitting outside, and then expand your defense coming out?
Now the varsity contest coming up after this one, the Bulldogs with a record of 1-0, just one game played so far, I believe, that I could find. They knocked off Monmouth in the season opener. Winthrop's played 4 games on the season. Got their first win last time out as they knocked off Gardner 65-43. We'll talk more about that in the varsity contest, but I think this is a situation, too, with two teams that are somewhat in the same place. The Ramblers and Bulldogs, we mentioned the pregame to this contest, were both regional titleists the last 3 years, Halldale in 18, the Ramblers with those gold balls in 19 and 20. Both now in a bit of a rebuild as some of the players that were household names here for both teams. The Alec Byron, for example, and Ashton Abbott left the Bulldogs. Cam Hashy, Ryan Baird, Jevon Smith. Almost said Shane Abbott, going back a little too far for there. His name's not on the wall. His nephew Ashton's is. So all those players are gone and now in college, some still playing the game. But overall, rebuilding in these two teams doesn't usually take that long. But that's the stage both are in. So I'm interested in this varsity game tonight as far as where these teams are in the process.
Oh, and there's certainly a healthy respect by both coaches and both teams. And certainly as much respect there is, they just want to go out and and go to blow with each other.
Now, rivalries, you can overcome them sometimes. We have a Chevrolet and Deering alum in the broadcast booth tonight, but I'm not sure Halldale and Winthrop would have it be so easy, as they've been playing for a long time. And with parents, of course, who sometimes settle and stay in the area, the fathers played against each other. I would bet grandfathers in some cases as well. So there's always some friendly and not so friendly rivalry when the white meets the green here in Farmingdale, whether it's varsity or JV. We'll take one more break. The Bulldogs trying to eat into an 18-point deficit when we return for the second half on Munzing Media.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
We value everybody's input, especially the new guy. So if you're having a problem on the line, it's always, you get stuck with this mentality of, hey, I've seen this before. Maybe your experience is your worst enemy. So you turn to the new guy and you say, hey, buddy, what do you see? Because I see this. And you get their perspective, and they like that. They feel like, wow, I'm a new guy, and now you're asking me my opinion. And sometimes it actually helps us resolve issues or problems on the line, and with our culture, it's very cool.
Procter & Gamble is a good place to apply to try to work at. The pay is good, benefits are good, and they're willing to invest a lot in you to help you succeed at what you do.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up. And then I'm also getting breadth of experience in terms of the different roles and stuff like that. So I'm getting the exposure that I need. So that's why I like it. I mean, the pay is great, of course, but it's more than just pay to me. It's being able to find something that I'm passionate about and that I am good at, and that I can just jump in and feel like I'm making a valuable contribution to the business. So
I love my job. I am never bored here. I get tired, I wake up in the mornings, but I've never woke up in the morning and said, I just don't want to go to work. I just don't feel like being there. So I love my job, and I love the fact that it's something different every day I come in. I don't know what to expect when I come to work.
We're definitely up there in both wage and benefits. But for me, it is the people. Yep, we have a great group here.
The benefits are great. We have a new gym that's been expanding, so that in itself is a huge benefit. With the gym, there's the personal trainers and...
Just underway here in the second half. They sometimes, when the teams are ready, will take the last 30 to 45 seconds off the clock. I was going to tell Chris that, and I forgot. That happens every once in a while. Bulldogs now going to the goal you see them shooting at right now. That three-point bomb on the way from Austin rimmed out. The Bulldogs attacking down to our left, who switched ends. Bulldogs have been close, as the Ramblers have on three-point buckets, but still the only one of the contest came early on. That was Zach Brown's. Oh, that was a sweet shot from Tyler Shumway. The Ramblers continue to extend that lead. Tried to find Belrose underneath, and Fay intercepted. Stubborn. Baseline move, no. But Beck was fouled. He'll go to the line. Those are the varsity shirts, huh?
That foul's on Zach Brown, his third, team first of the third period.
So both Browns now with 3, Zach and Nick. From a fashion perspective, I love those Winthrop varsity uniforms with those green and white stripes at the side. From a broadcasting perspective, the dark on dark's a little interesting. We'll get used to that, though.
Yeah. It's indoors. It's still easier to read than some of those soccer numbers.
Certainly is. Not looking nearly as far across the field either. No need to bring binoculars into the Penny Gymnasium. Beck, the sophomore. Close but no. Belrose, strong position for the rebound. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, great keep to keep that in by Beck, tiptoed. Passing and a finish. Braden Stubbert laid it in, but that was textbook passing. The Ramblers just continue to run away. Brown picked up nicely by Feeney. That forced the turnover. Great defense by Brown to get back into it, though. For the Ramblers, I was going to say cash in anyway, but they don't. Stubbert's shot wouldn't fall. But a lot of close but no's today. Nick Brown to Belrose, too strong. Stubbert racing up the floor with the rebound. Fay for 3, got it. That was a 2, his toe was on the line. Chris Wheeler corrects us. He was right there by that line, a timeout called by the Bulldogs. The Ramblers pulling away now. They've got the first 6 points here in the second half. They're up 24.
Seen from grown-ups, his foot was on the line.
This time you win that argument. With the Bulldogs stuck on 15 for a while. In fact, it's now a 14-0 run by the Ramblers. And all things considered, we're really looking at a 17-6 run. Yeah, 14-0 overall. The Bulldogs clawed back with a deficit. But too much Winthrop here to open the second half up. At this point, if you're coaching actually both teams here with a lead of 24 points at this juncture, you're really kind of looking at fundamentals and working on skills for the time being, as you'd think that one team's too far in the rear view to come back. A couple of shots would change that.
I also think that, again, I think coach is probably right now going over a press break. You know, just, what are we, 2 minutes in and we've got 4 turnovers. So, you know, they need to get that ball beyond midcourt in order to get some points back.
Rishi DeVero back in the game, will inbound for Halldale. Number 24. Pass back to DeVero, stolen away by Stubbert. And saved it as well to Matt Beck. Ahern. They picked him up, and he goes over to the backcourt for a violation.
I would imagine at some point pretty soon that Winthrop's going to pull that press off.
I would think. You're working on it for a while. Again, it's a teaching and learning experience for both teams. And that shot falls. Will they count it? That's the question. Looks like they will. Continuation. Stubbert is going to go to the line. DeVuru guilty of the foul, and Stubbert at the line to try to complete the three-point play. And he does. Lead now 29. And it got away from the Bulldogs quickly, too. The Ramblers have just revved the accelerator and blasted away over the horizon. It's 12-7 after one quarter, with a 21-8 output in the second quarter, and now the first 12 points. Scratch that 11 points here in the third for the Ramblers. Ahern. Stolen away once again. Stubbert will go to the line. Ahern, no choice. He'll make Stubbert earn it. The line as The entire bench up for the Bulldogs, 4 players coming in. 3 fouls now on the Bulldogs in the half, and that's the 3rd on Ryan Ahern. Stubber can give the team a 30-point lead if he hits. He does. Belrose and Nathan back in for Halldale and both Browns. Zach, number 3, and Nick, number 5, both Browns playing with a couple of fouls. Grave Clark, the only Bulldog remaining in the contest. His 4 teammates just checked out. Here's one more from Stubbert. And he hits that one as well. He mentioned it would become a time at some point that the Ramblers would back off a little bit, and they have here. Melendi picks up Brown right at that half-court stripe. Melendi, pass ahead to Shumway for 2. Once they got going, these Ramblers have not looked back. Batted up off the backboard, it stayed in bounds. Not exactly what Andrew Fay wanted to do. And a foul there on Clark. He almost got away with it. Almost. Tyler Shumway striding to the free throw line. "15 points out of the gate for the Ramblers here in this 3rd quarter. We're only 3 minutes into it. Shumway gets one more. Cal Dion back in. Jacob Barrows as well for Winthrop.
See if Halldale can connect on this next one.
It's one of those situations, I think, where just the game has avalanched on the Bulldogs and they're not really sure how to respond. Melendi across the paint. Barrows. Shumway was open. He passed off. Melendi came close. Thought Shumway would shoot that. Melendi with a quick hands from behind, but Brown kept it. Clark. That won't fall. Ben Nathan on the rebound for Halldale. He'll the putback and hits.
There we go. First points of the second half for the Bulldogs.
Those the first 2 for Nathan? I think they might be.
Yep.
So he's on the score sheet. Shumway as we approach the halfway mark of this 3rd quarter.
This Winthrop team is fast.
They're quick. And they move the ball well around the perimeter, too. I like their ball movement. Shumway doubled. Clark and Brown both there. Good defense by the Bulldogs, but no good deed goes unpunished as Kyle Dion hits a 3. They found the open player, Dion, right at the top of the key. Brown doubled outside. Nathan thought about that 3 and took an extra step. Hashy back in, I believe. Yeah, he'll come in. Andrew Fay as well for the Ramblers, and we'll also see Hayden Rivers.
If anything, one noticing, you looking at Winthrop, and you see different color uniforms out there. They've been swinging down quite a few players.
They have had a few that'll be on the varsity roster tonight. Brown with a neat shot. Got a 14-footer for Nick Brown.
Those are his first points of the game.
Well deserved for Brown, too, as he's hustled and worked, but just kind of haven't had things go his way tonight. Picked up 3 fouls, but has been back in the game this entire second half and been on his best behavior. Dion, baseline jumper for 2. Zach Brown trying to get around Wagner. Shot won't go. The rebound. Good fight on the floor. Nathan finally won the battle with Hayden Rivers. Nick Brown. 2 more. 4 points in a row for Nick Brown. Rivers ducked under and hits.
That was a huge Euro
move.
step. I've seen Euro. That might have been the whole continent.
Good dexterity, though, to finish that off. Zach Brown. Right down to the arms of Rivers. He'll push it himself. He's got speed. Zach Brown's back. I think both players thought a whistle was coming. None was. Clark on the outright to Belrose. Tried to go strong and lost the handle.
For those that are interested in the crosstown, let's take a look at this first. Here's that Euro step. 1, 2. Nice little layup in.
Oh, that's pretty.
For those that are interested in a crosstown rival, the Gardner girls shred the Erskine Eagles tonight, 48-25. Thought it was illegal to poach an eagle.
The Gardner Tigers committing a federal offense and then some then. A 23-point win. A lot of eagles to poach in this state. It is the most common high school sports nickname. Bulldogs is up there, but Eagles, they're the winners. Tigers is close too, actually.
I was an eagle once. Mount Ararat.
Here's a 3 on the way. No good. And the putback, excellent body position by Jacob Barrows. There's also a Ram, which is up there in the top of the list. Kennebunk and Gorham and Deering.
Bangor.
Bangor as well. A few of those.
I was one where it will not be copied. That was a Cape Elizabeth Caper.
Capers. It's only one Ramblers.
It's true. It's true. There's only one Rambler. Broken down bus versus a P.
My favorite, of course, is the Lee Pandas. Only one of those, too.
Is that Lee?
Lee, yes.
Yeah.
We got a timeout on the floor. We'll talk some nicknames off the air and get your basketball back on the air right after this. You see the score. All Winthrop here in Farmingdale tonight on Munzing Media.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
Caps's Pizza sponsoring our player of the game, the Halldale Bulldog player. Named player of the game will get a free 10-inch one-topping pizza from Caps's Pizza. We'll name that at the end of this contest. A couple of candidates in mind for the Bulldogs tonight who are battling hard despite the score line here at home this evening.
And on a Friday night, cold Friday night, who wants to cook? Who wants pizza?
It would be a great night for comfort food like Caps's Pizza. Cold and windy. A better time than that. So, although when we stood outside, it wasn't this cold at the soccer contest, but it felt this cold. A little nicer inside. Next game coming up is Monday. Middle school basketball.
That is the boys' game. Girls are traveling to Coney.
Shot won't fall for Nick Dyer. Ahern on the rebound. Short. Dyer right there. Tripled. Devuru goes baseline. Sprints to the fence. No. Acrobatic shot, and Rishi almost got it to drop. Wagner, let's say, kept it in just on the red paint. The last minute here, this third quarter. The last two especially dominated by the Ramblers. It was 12-7 after one. Bulldogs led early. The Ramblers took control and really turned up the juice. Austin launches, no. Might get his own rebound. It came back to him. 28 seconds to go for Nick Brown. Almost ran into his teammate Evan Austin. Dyer, partially blocked. Heishi pushing the basketball up the floor. Barrows spins. Oh, nice block by Ahern. Knocked out of bounds. Great block, though, by Ryan Ahern.
Yeah, that was a great spin move on by the Winthrop player, and Ahern stuck right with him, knocking that ball out.
Rivers Wagner, 4 seconds. Not sure he realizes it. 2-1. Loose on the floor. The held ball won't matter. The buzzer sounds to end the third quarter. The Ramblers adding to their lead. Led by 18 to start the quarter. Now up by a total of 37, so a 19-point swing as the Ramblers just pouring it on in that third quarter. They have really pumped up the offense. Back for the fourth momentarily here at Halldale on Munzing Media.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills coming to you today to let you know more about CBU benefits and the plans that we offer. We're going to talk today about the accident plan and why it's so important for you to have the coverage that we offer.
So one of the things with this accident policy that's really important is that a lot of people don't even understand how it works or how to use it. People think, well, I'm never going to get injured, I'm never going to get hurt, so there's no reason for me to really have it. But statistics tell us that over 40 million people are in an accident every single year in the United States. And why that's so important is it's not just for the car accidents. If your kids are hurt on a playground, if you're hurt lifting something or out doing some kind of activity, there's always a need to claim on an accident policy. Whether you're a child or into the later years of life, there's always the need for an accident policy.
Thanks so much, Alex. I appreciate that. For more information, visit cbubenefits.com to get yourself protected from life's unexpected events.
Ramblers with the lead and the basketball. Boys game set for 7 o'clock tonight. And that will start at 7, I think, regardless of when this game ends. If they're doing it the same way we played last time, take some time to clean things off. And, in our pre-COVID days, the varsity team will come out 30 seconds after the game ended. A little more time tonight. So tuning in for the varsity game, 7 o'clock is our expected start time.
Nice
Nick
steal.
Brown.
Nice steal by Brown to start this quarter.
Ahern hits. Well, we got a late challenger for that Caps' Pizza Halldale player of the game. It's Ryan Ahern with 2 more. Stolen away by Dyer. Maintains possession. He'll wait for the Cavalry. Ahern wanted to go baseline and a man in his way. That was Fay.
It was a nice pass, though.
And did well to get rid of it. Clark. Nice pass. Alertly finds Brown. Beck skying for the rebound. Takes it himself. Well, mismatch on Brown as Beck's got size. Here's Fay for 3. It's short and landed on the baseline. So Bulldog basketball, they're wasting no time. Well, you said it didn't matter too much. It was a fast-moving game. It's continued to be that way.
Ahern for another 2.
He's come on strong in the second half.
It's his 8th point of the game.
I think that equals Grave Clark for the team high, does it not?
It does. Oh, nice reverse.
Nice reverse layup by Andrew Fay. Great awareness to find out where he was and laid it in with the right hand. Ahern tripled. Got the shot away in traffic. Good defense by Fay to concede position and not foul the man. Shumway back outside to Fay. Thought about it. Melendi. Pass that into the corner. An offensive foul called will nullify the shot. That'll go against Jacob Barrows. It's the first foul on the Ramblers here in the second half. The Bulldogs with just 4. Wholesale subs for Halldale. Belrose and Nathan back in. Zach Brown as well. Nick Brown stayed out there. DeVuro also just came back in. He's got the ball now. Nathan.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice finish by Belrose as well. Nathan made the play with a pass, and Belrose cashed in off the glass.
So Keegan's first points of the game. Equally nice pass and open shot for Fay.
Lead again, 35. Foul called on Winthrop. Just their second. Not any danger of any bonus right now. Fouls on Melendi, just his first. Nick Brown launching. No. Belrose ran down the rebound. Zach Brown wants to find Nick across court. That was an ambitious attempt. Melendi with no look pass laid up. No. Fay. And it was Beck with that shot. He got fouled, and he'll be helped up.
I'm going to say, you choose one of three there for that one.
Let's see which Halldale player they'll judge guilty. DeVuro, it looks like.
Yeah.
His second. And Matt Beck at the line. Beck's patience pays off. He'll get one more. And he'll have to wait to take it as the Bulldogs will take a timeout. All full timeouts here in this COVID era. No 30-second timeout. So with that being a full, we'll step aside too. You see the score. Ramblers lead here in Farmingdale on Munzing Media.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills, partner at CBU Benefits, coming to you today to explain a little bit more about the packages that we offer. Today I have Alex, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover critical illness, why it's so important for you to have it, what it means, and we're going to find a way to get you covered through CBU Benefits.
So one of our more innovative products that we have is our critical illness policy. Now for us, it's called Active Care. It's a lump sum product from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000 for cancer, for heart issues. Really, it covers 28 critical illnesses. So we call this our Active Care product. So for just a few dollars a month, you can cover yourself for life's unexpected events of cancer, heart, the 28 critical illnesses, even going into diabetic amputation, Alzheimer's disease. So come over to CBU Benefits and get information about how you can protect yourselves for life unexpected events.
During the timeout, Winthrop JV coach John Bear still teaching, still coaching, still educating his players on the game. We mentioned earlier this will be a learning experience with the score being what it is, and that's what the Ramblers are doing.
What you're not able to see is, certainly because the commercial's on, but he is physically on the court. He is demonstrating. He is truly teaching, and just great to see. I mean, a coach with a 40-point lead could just sit back and decide that the game's done, but continuously teaching so that the boys understand what their role is and where they need to improve.
It's all about learning and getting better at the JV level especially, and you're right. You could get the recliner out right now, but Coach Bear is not doing that. Lendy, a great pass. The follow off the miss won't go. And Nathan yanked the ball away. Bulldogs have it in the held ball. Took it away so fast that Matt Beck is clutching his wrist. He had his arm up there too. He'll come out. It's actually his elbow that he's grabbing. A size mismatch between Beck and Big Ben Nathan. Nathan wanted that basketball, and Beck got kind of caught in the trolley tracks. Belrose outside, DeVuro. Nice move to go baseline, but now he's trapped. Found Belrose, who shoots, no. Nathan on the rebound, takes it strong. That won't fall either. Belrose on the rebound to Wagner. Heishi tried to go baseline. DeVuro, nice defense. Decisive pass underneath, but Barrows couldn't finish. Brown. Good position on the rebound by Mitchell. Barrows. Long two for Mitchell. No, it's offline. DeVuro the rebound. Nick Brown had 3 fouls in the first half. He's still got 3. So he's adapted his game well defensively here in the second half to stay in this contest. DeVuro got in trouble in amongst the trees, and Mitchell stole it away. Wagner, short. Rebound, pinballs to Brown. He's got Belrose with him. 3 Ramblers back. Brown takes it with the left hand.
That was a nice take by Nick.
He earned those 2 points.
Yeah, came right in. Used his body well. Used the glass.
Rivers. Heishi. A little space for Mitchell. Not quite strong enough. Got the look he wanted there. DeVuro almost got by Rivers. Zach Brown for 3. Bulldogs starting to hit their shots. So just 3:05 remaining. Ramblers doing their damage in the second and third quarters especially. Heishi, yes. A 21-8 advantage in the second quarter for the Ramblers and a 23-6 advantage for Winthrop in the third. And Brown brought that back over the timeline. It's a turnover.
Here's that replay for the three-point shot by Brown. Could have called it. Nothing but net.
Nothing. Timeout called as the ball went in by Coach Bear. We'll keep it here. 2:44 remaining in this contest. And it's just kind of testimony to what we were just talking about. He didn't like what he saw on the inbounds play and wants to make sure his boys get it right. That's what he's talking about right now. Doesn't matter so much in this game. He's got a 34-point lead, but that's not what it's about. It's about making sure they understand it for future situations.
And key point is, whether you're up by 10, down by 10, or whatever it is, at this level, actually at any level, it's all about teaching. Whether you're looking, how do you get that defensive set? How do you get that offensive set? Final second, because as you were saying, you don't know when you're going to be in that type of dogfight, and you're going to need to execute. So, as opposed to, all right, we're winning, let's just play lackadaisical. No, it's about discipline. You need discipline in this sport in order to, in those close games, make sure that you are executing.
That's the other thing as well. If you want to watch and then take a look and say, well, he's calling timeout, isn't a 34-point lead enough? He's not trying to pack on more points. He's simply trying to teach the kids how to do a skill correctly. It ends up with more points, so be it, but that's not why he's called these timeouts. Ramblers with the ball again, Hayden Rivers. Good work by Zach Brown to cut off his lane. Mitchell outside to Wagner. Wagner lost it to Clark. Ramblers have it back, though. Mitchell. Peters, strong and got it. When he gets the ball down low, Jaden Peters is very tough to stop. Zach Brown, three.
That's his third three-pointer, fourth three-pointer of the game.
All of a sudden, very hot from the outside. Got more players to think about here for that pizza. Rivers. Peters. Got it, and he'll go to the line. Just a mismatch there with Ryan Ahern, who is not going to...
You see that? Beautiful, that net.
He's got four threes?
Yeah, it's his fourth. Oh, sorry. No, that's his third. No, my bad. That's his third. I had circled the three at the end of the half to let him know how many points he had.
Free throw too strong. The rebound to the Ramblers. And James Mitchell. Rivers. Scoops and hits. Nick Brown.
Here comes one.
Zach Brown.
Oh.
Offline that time. Mitchell the rebounds. Rivers with Brown back. Brown going to hand on that. Ramblers still have it. Couldn't tell who it was at first. Teddy Wagner surrounded by three Bulldogs, but he'll earn the basketball back and the held ball, the arrow pointing in Winthrop's direction. Wagner. He's battling Nick Brown over there. And a kickball will keep it in the hands of the Ramblers.
After the weekend, we'll be back here on Monday. Middle school boys action. Pauldale taking on Coney.
Another matchup you don't usually see unless it's a tournament time, and that's Christmas tournament, not MPA tournaments. Ahern, two more. He didn't start the contest. He's made all his points off the bench and has made an impact for Halldale. She's passed just over Peters' fingertips. And 63 ticks of the clock remaining in the contest. Brown with under a minute to go. Dyer. Brown for three. Oh, it's just a little offline, caught the iron. Clark on the steal, returns it to Dyer, who made the theft. Zach Brown. Clark, got it. Graves got 10. First two in the second half.
Game that I'm kind of looking forward to is a week from now, next Friday night when the Halldale boys take on the Gardner boys.
That's going to be fun. Brown. It's Nick here, takes it himself and got it. Bulldogs have kept battling despite the scoreline. It's 8 seconds left to go. The Ramblers will kill the rest of this clock. Teddy Wagner may not even want a shot here. And that will be it. A 72-41 victory for the visitors here tonight. The Ramblers took control the late stages of the first quarter, but really opened up that lead in the second and third quarters. The Bulldogs hanging around in the fourth, but just too much of a gap, and Winthrop wins this one 72-41. Mark and I back to give you the totals and recap it right after this. You're watching Halldale Basketball on Munzing Media.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious